Everyone, welcome to this presentation. My name is Manish Patrai, and today I am going to talk about my paper Diagram Image Retrieval using Sketch-based Deep Learning and Transfer Learning. Firstly, to give a brief overview, plagiarism occurs readily within the patent industry where the images are often modified and repatented. This has significant impact on the return on investment of R&D cost. Currently, there is no efficient mechanism to identify copies and modified copies of such patent images. Deep learning can be used as an effective tool to minimize the plagiarism in patent images. There are challenges, however, which needs to be overcome. Deep learning techniques excel in their performance towards image classification and retrieval for natural images, that is RGB and grayscale, where the images are rich in the texture information. However, for the binary images such as drawings, scientific diagrams, and pattern images, performance is constrained due to the lack of the texture, color, and intensity information. Besides, machine learning and deep learning are data driven and may overfit with a small amount of the available pattern data. So to address these challenges, we propose to use a deep learning framework when trained on a huge related dataset, and then using transfer learning, knowledge is transferred to a target dataset for image retrieval. Next, we have two target datasets uh, on which we conduct the retrieval performance. The first one is the conceptual dataset, which we use to demonstrate the proof of the concept for our approach. To further illustrate the efficacy of our framework, we use the Fashion MNIST dataset for retrieval. For the source natural image dataset that we use to generate the pseudo sketches, we have used the UT Japo 50K dataset from UT Austin and the Fashion Gen dataset. The UT Japo 50K dataset is a large collection of the shoes in RGB format, and the Fashion Gen dataset is a large collection of the fashion images. And the references corresponding to these datasets is presented at the bottom of the slide. To demonstrate the retrieval on the pattern dataset, figure 1 and 3 basically correspond to the similarity matrix, and the figures 2 and 4 show the results of the retrieval for a given query image based on these corresponding similarity matrices. So the ground truth similarity matrix was constructed manually as a pairwise comparison between the set of the images by three different individuals, and the median statistics was taken from those matrices. The similarity score ranges from 0 to 5, where 0 stands for the dissimilar image pair and 5 stands for the same match. And you can see that how the retrieval based on a simple similarity measure such as the SSIM basically returns the bad results. Coming to the detailed proposed methodology, firstly we find the right source of dataset for our target images, which are Japos and Fashion Gen. Next, we use holistically nested convolutional neural nets for pseudo sketch generation. Then we train the variational autoencoder with the generated S maps from 2 for learning the latent distribution in the form of mean and variance. Next, we learn the encoder model trained in step 3 for cross-domain similarity measure. Further, the encoder block is augmented with a neural net layer for constructing a Siamese framework for fine-tuning the latent features for a target data set. And then next, using the KNN based clustering technique for retrieval of n pair based on query image, we also construct the similarity matrix based on the Euclidean distance of the feature of the images. And finally, we return the closest image pairs for the given query with clustering or similarity matrix that is constructed on the step 6. And here we present the overview of the holistically nested convolutional neural net, which we use for the generation of the pseudo sketches. The HCNN architecture looks similar to the BGC with the 5 layers, is outputting the on feature maps, which is then further processed by the side output layer, and finally these features are fused at the fusion layer. The framework is trained end to end, as shown here, with the RGB and the sketch being the input and the output uh, for the training the framework. And once the model gets trained, we pass a set of the input natural images resulting into corresponding sketch pair, and the details for the implementation is presented on the reference 5. Next, we so here the figure provides the details about the proposed framework. Starting from the bottom of the sub-figure, we can see a variational autoencoder block, which is presented end to end for learning the latent representation of the pseudo sketches. Next into, we can see the trained encoder block, which is augmented with a neural net layer to construct a Siamese model that takes triplet images 1A, 1B, 1C and 2A, 2B, 2C, where 1A, 1B are highly similar, and the first and the last pair are dissimilar. And we use a triplet loss function to train this Siamese model. And once this model gets trained, we pass the set of the test images through this block, and then we have these features, and based on these features we construct a similarity matrix by taking the Euclidean distance between the feature pairs. Next, we can visualize the t-SNE projection of the image space at various stages for the given set of the test images. In the subfigure A, we can see the t-SNE projection of the input image space. The subfigure B corresponds to the t-SNE projection of the features at the output of the encoder. And finally, the subfigure C basically shows the t-SNE projection of the Siamese tuned feature space. And as we can see from this figure, from figure A to C, how the similar image pair basically gets clustered together, and the dissimilar pair tends to move apart. Here we show the results for retrieval under 0 shot and 1 shot conditions. The subfigure A and C corresponds to the retrieval based on the ground truth similarity matrix for the given query image, whereas on the right we can see these are the retrievals corresponding to the query image from the predicted similarity matrix under 1 shot conditions. And 1 shot basically stands for the situation where the similarity matrix corresponding to the query image is present during the training, whereas on the bottom you can see the retrieval corresponding to the given query image under 0 shot condition from the predicted similarity matrix. And in case of the 0 shot, no similarity matrix was present corresponding to the query image during the training. And finally, we saw the retrieval performance is displayed for the two target data sets, the concept and the fashion MNIST. And we have used 3 different techniques to make the comparison. The SSIM stands for the structural similarity index measure, whereas the GV stands for the Goldberg. And these 2 methods are widely used for the image retrieval in the real world applications. And we have compared our technique against these methods. And in the figure, the x-axis corresponds to the number of the items retrieved, whereas the y-axis corresponds to the mean average precision score. And as you can see, for all of these plots, they are monotonously decreasing with the number of the items retrieved. In case of for the case of the concept data set, both GB and SSIM fail to produce the good retrieval results, whereas our proposed method tends to achieve consistent retrieval performance throughout the number of the items retrieved. Whereas in case of the fashion MNIST, both GB and SSIM tend to produce reasonable results because of the of a high intra-class similarity present in the case of the fashion MNIST dataset. Finally, to conclude, we have demonstrated image retrieval based on domain generalization in 1 shot and 0 shot settings. Currently, our work was based on the pattern images. In future, we plan to implement a ByGAN to learn for broader image domains such as natural images, sketch, scientific drawings, and pattern images. Thank you.